Well, Xiao Mei wasn't joking. She wasn't joking when she said it was sadism in this arc. But I think we actually misunderstood a little bit what she said. Yes, there are death in this arc, and yes, there are darkness in this arc. But also our hearts are being broken right now. That is also sadistic. Because it may now seem like a person we hoped was an ally was indeed a villain. And the hermit does indeed hate humans. Why does she though? No idea. Either way, this is Eden Zero chapter 33. I am the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer, and this is what happens. Shiki attacked Yamalov, but it turns out that Yamalov has a living scythe that he calls Maria, something that eats everything, including parts of Shiki's hair, and he's back on his short hairstyle. I guess Hiromashima likes the short hair in his heroes. And the scythe Maria eats everything, including buildings. I guess that must be his ether gear or something. However, he is then forced to log out after he getting contact by the previous man from Horace and Chess. As he sadistically says that he will play again, survivors from the town appears and thanks Shiki and the gang, and also tells where they found Hermit. Homura stays behind in town because she said she was going to look for something, while the rest head to Hermit. Indeed, they find her, tell her about the crew is reunited, but she refuses to follow with them, as her empty eyes change into anger, proclaiming that she hates humans. And here is what I have to complain a little bit. Not on the storytelling of it all, but why does she hate humans? She said that Siggy was a liar and that humans do not have heart, but machines have heart. I actually think she has misunderstood what Siggy has said. I mean, so far we don't really know that much about Demon King Siggy, really. He was said to have been a conqueror, yet at the same time was also a cool old guy that seemed to believe in everyone and was a little bit of an all-loving hero. However, his key word, everyone has a heart. I actually think he meant that in a different way. I think he meant that everyone does have a heart. But that heart can be evil or good. But what you choose to do it is your decision. I think that is what he meant. And the fact is that Hermit is blind to one thing. Everyone is evil. Including machines. Take just fake sisters, for example. That doesn't mean that everyone is bastards. But that is not the most shocking part of this one. It's Homura, who meets up with a mysterious man that has his hair blocking his eyes, calling himself Jesse. And he calls Homura his elder sister, as he asks Homura if the infiltration is going well. My heart. Oh, I can't take this! Anyone who knows my One Piece reviews especially knows that I hate being tricked. I hate that. Because that just means that a character that you grown to like just suddenly changes like that is just so very damn heartbreaking. But what is this really? Well, it's a lot of things of it all. Because now it really guess who is the real antagonist of this arc. Is this Jesse and Homura, or is it Yamalov? However, we have to actually discuss a little bit in this situation. But first of all, Hermit. Yeah, she hates humans. We do not know why, though. But she is a hermit. A hermit that means isolated person. And she has earphones on her, on her head to symbolize further her isolation. She is in this place to escape reality. What has happened that made her see that? I wonder. So, Homura's situation. The infiltration is going well. I mean, as soon as she appeared, we always question ourselves. Is she a good person or is she a bad person? And when we finally got an answer, it seemed like she was a good person, but now we are once again thrown into a guess. Is she a bad person? Well, right now, the evidence that she's a bad person is stronger than she is a good person. So what does this mean? Infiltration. Also, it's worth noting that last chapter, Witchy and Sister said something that Eden Zero was getting hacked or something. And that can only be undone if Hermit comes back. And Homura was on the ship, you know. So is it possible that she is the reason why the ship is getting hacked? And this infiltration, what can it mean? Should we say that everything Homura has said up until now has been a lie? Well, that's not so very wrong to assume that. I mean, she said her master was Valkyrie, and this soul blade was passed down from her. However, she very well could have lied, you know. So let's go through 3 different theories or so. Number 1, she has been lying this whole time. Valkyrie wasn't her master, and she somehow stole the ether gear from her. And she's targeting Eden Zero crew for something else. Although, to be frank, I see no reason how she could possibly be able to steal an ether gear from someone who was a crew member of Eden Zero. Granted, however, she has a brother. She may very well be part of a bigger organization. Theory 2. This Jesse guy. Doesn't he look very familiar? I swear I have seen his face before. Actually, I think I saw his face in the very first color page in the very first chapter of Eden Zero. And now he has appeared himself. But this guy Jesse, he looks also very similar to a guy on Elsie's crew. So is Homura connected to Elsie's crew? Granted, however, we shouldn't believe that Elsie is a good person. I think she is actually one of the 6 galactic lords, you know. She is feared after all. She only helped Siggy because apparently Siggy was a benefactor. So this may just have been a pet the dog moment. Or number 3, is she part of the Justice Gang? Because let's not forget, the Justice Gang did detect that the Shiki, who has the Demon King's power, is here. Or, I mean, is in the place. Who knows? I mean, there is a 4th situation in this. And that is, we have to go back to previous work of Hiro Mishima. Villains that became heroes is nothing new to him. That has happened before. So if Homura is a villain, it may very well be that she can become an ally again. We just need to find out what is the truth right now. When she fought the mercenaries of Logout, she said that Blade was passed down from her master in order to defeat the Demon King. But how much of that was lies? Granted, Wise was on the other side of the door. She may very well have just said that in case he have heard her. But there's something about the way she said that makes me think that maybe that was more of the truth. Is her mission really to defeat the Demon King? Or is it something else? Are we all just over-analyzing this win? Well, if she was a good guy, I see no reason why she would infiltrate the ship. But why? What does she have against Eden Zero? Maybe it will go all the way back to, you know, Demon King Siggy. And maybe she didn't want to meet Hermit because maybe there is a connection there as well. Let's not forget she knew of Sister Ivory. And the only reason she will know that if she knew about Eden Zero, and she knew about Eden Zero as well. So the only way she can know that is if A, she really was the Valkyrie's disciple, or 2, she is actually wanting to track them down. So yeah, sadistic indeed. My heart is busting and I do not like this current situation. I don't like to feel that about Eden Zero. But how can they heal Hermit's heart? And will we find out what Homura really is thinking? Well, you can give me your thoughts if you have any.